All right, he's Spurs on the freaking other team.
Hey guys, Mike.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
Oh yes.
This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, happy to be here with my friends, and I mean that, my buddies, my pals, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Boston Celtics. Looking at Boston, they're keeping pace with their win total from last season, holding steady, though they'd like to move the needle and continue to improve. We'll be watching Pau Gasol play in this one. What do you think? Is Pau Gasol a Hall of Fame player?
He missed out.
Well, I don't know what it really takes to become a Hall of Fame player, Ernie, but I do know he's a two-time NBA champion. He's got better numbers than Bill Walton, and Bill Walton's in the Hall of Fame, so you never know.
Is that Bill Walton hating? I'll say this. Typically, the guys who get in are guys who they were the first option on their team. If Gasol gets in, he would be one of the first or few guys that get in as a second option. You know, typically you're going to be the team leader in a category all the time. He hasn't been that, but he's been awfully good for an international player. He is probably one of the best Hall of Fame international players.
We are getting frighteningly close to tip-off. It is time to go to Kevin Harlan.
Because you're way behind if that's the case. Green on the team. He was tall as fuck. And dreadlock guy, Kawhi Leonard. Greg Popovich. Dreadlock. Johnson.
At 6'6".
Jay has dreadlocks. The other guy's corny.
The big man, 6 feet 10 inches, number 42.
It's game time in Boston as the crowds look to cheer on the Celtics. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Bailey, sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. So for the Spurs, their last game, a win against the Celtics in Boston.
And they may have been on the road, but you know what? They nullified any home court disadvantage in that game by how well they shot it from three.
What the fuck?
What are you doing?
Using the three ball was a huge part
fucking
of the game plan coming in. And it was the right plan. They got hot, and the D had no answer as to how to pull them off.
We got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the floor for San Antonio, Leonard and Aldridge, the two stars of the 3 and the 4. Parker and Green, the tried and tested backcourt. And it's Gasol at the 5.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And really, Gasol just never stops attacking the boards, just utterly relentless at pounding the glass.
Again, Thomas missing. The Spurs have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Releases. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
I have no clue what happened with the defense there, but they should be thanking their lucky stars that somehow he bricked that golden opportunity.
Here's Johnson, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one on Parker.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the game.
And when you look at the Spurs, it's about the offensive philosophy in terms of ball movement. You look at the numbers, players shoot much more efficiently off of the catch than they do with the dribble. The Spurs exemplify the good to great in ball movement.
Boston's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Boston, no good that time either.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
Oh, wide open look for Gasol. Gasol with another miss.
He could not have been any more wide open, guys. Wow, I bet he nails that shot next time he gets a clean look.
Clearly a foul.
The Celtics have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
So Horford gets 2.
And what a huge advantage when your bigs can be on the floor to get fouled and shoot free throws.
From the high post.
I thought you would say like
and it's Bradley with the rebound.
Some very intimidating, aggressive defense that really helped alter that shot.
Here's Green. And yep, couple bounces and it falls. Green's got 6.
Sensing he had the defender just a bit off balance there. Green pulls the string on the drive, knocks it down.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's San Antonio up by 3. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And we had the chance to catch up with Greg Popovich, and he talked about how he felt Tony Parker ranks among the league's best point guards.
To be in the conversation, I think, is totally appropriate. And Tony is very often not even in the conversation when people talk about top 10 guards and that sort of thing, which has always amazed me. All you hear is all the other names, whoever the new young guard is. And there's a lot of great ones. But to leave his name out seems ridiculous to me.
You're ridiculous.
Pop breaking it down and telling it like it is as usual. You gotta love having a guy like that as your coach.
You have no idea how huge that is for a player. Is Tony Parker a great all-star champion, future Hall of Famer? Absolutely. But would he have reached that level without Greg Popovich as his coach? I don't think even Tony would tell you that. So kudos to Pop.
Either team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
A lot of tough D being played by them so far. It's been the difference maker.
Very physical, very active. Their defense has all the components needed to get stops.
Thomas is the point with Bradley into his side. Johnson is out there with Horford, and it's Crowder in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we know Greg Popovich uses a lot of different tools to motivate his players. Sometimes it's the things he doesn't say that works best. Popovich said sometimes in timeouts I'll say, I've got nothing for you. We just turned it over 6 times. Everybody's holding the ball. What do you want me to do? Figure it out.
Bounce off you, hit your guy straight in the chest, and you die in.
It's on them.
Okay.
Kevin?
Thanks to you. That accountability goes a long way. The drive by Green. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Well, he is a huge reason why they have this lead.
Throw that shit in there. He's going to get some
points. Look at Danny Green, your prototypical 3-and-D wing player, a catch-and-shoot specialist offensively.
Well, a great fit for the Spurs system after a little bit of molding. Not a super crafty ball handler. He's got a quick release from the outside and shoots pretty well, even with a hand in his face. Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's at 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
And it's good in the assist by Parker. Parker's got 3 assists tonight. Near the 3-point line, it's Thomas.
There's that length and anticipation. Hard to get the ball over Aldridge in that scenario. Yeah, this is where you might elect to pass out of the slump rather than shoot at it. Well, he's got both height and length, and that time showed them both.
Bradley can't get it to go.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
And I know gravity's out there, but not everything is going to fall, even when you set it up perfectly.
Count it.
Just dirty work on the offensive boards there, rips it down, and then tops it off with a strong putback.
You can't hit that time. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Spurs lead by 4. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Tony, you guys are flowing really well lately. When you guys are having success this year, what will it look like?
Why did that happen? Why was he grinning like he's got fucking killed?
So hopefully we can stay healthy and play good at the end of the season.
That is always the most important thing for your team, Tony. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It's an interesting battle going on tonight. Ernie Johnson here with you folks, alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. You are watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. They had a slight edge on the scoreboard in the second quarter, but only by the slimmest of margins. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Well, I like that they're aggressively going to the rack. That establishes an attitude, a certain toughness. They just need to stay committed to the...
Give or take.
And that about wraps it up, as the second half is just moments away. Now down to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the crew, and we will see you after the game, won't we?
By not on time, I mean like 2 minutes. Like it's never on the dot.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. One guy who's been getting it done is Danny Green.
That slasher mentality was on display in that first half. He got to the rim consistent.
Well, if you look at his shot chart, everything he's done has been in that painted area, so hyper-aggressive on offense.
On the floor for San Antonio, Parker and Green, the tried and tested backcourt. Leonard and Aldridge, the two stars of the 3 and the 4. And it's Gasol at its 7. A chance to take a compare the front court and backcourt scoring on the night for San Antonio.
And it's been guard play.
What is this? God damn, it's always something. It's always fucking something. Why that show up now?
But in the meantime, this backcourt has kept him in the game.
I don't care right now. I don't care right now. I'm just going to make this fucking basket.
A 2-point game. And you look at the value of outside shooting, Brent, in today's game, never greater. But do you think the players themselves are getting better, more skilled at long-range shooting?
I do think that you're seeing some improvement. What's interesting is how many coaches are asking their big men to step outside and how much it's changed some of their games. One of the players I look at in his first few years was Al Horford, who shot very few three-pointers, gotten close to attempting about 100 plus every year for the last 3 years. So guys are getting better. They're being asked to do more, and if they're diligent with their practice, they absolutely can see that kind of improvement.
Like Anthony Davis picking
he's like dead.
Workout, but it makes him that much more versatile player with New Orleans.
And then all of a sudden you open up Pandora's box with what it is a coach can do when your player can go out and show that kind of skill. It becomes an unlimited place.
Absolutely. Good point. One thing that Greg is often underappreciated about Pau Gasol is just how aware he is out on the floor, not only
probably gonna be done by a
defensive end,
probably gonna be like,
but also his vision as a passer on the offensive side.
Really, Kevin, one of the best passing bigs to ever play the game, and it's a part of why he's been the crux of so many offenses. Very good at identifying and exploiting a mismatch for himself or others. Never forces things on offense and always takes what the team's given.
And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Gasol's got the lead up to 9 now for the Spurs. Parker against Thomas. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. There's the dish to Johnson.
What was that?
San Antonio with
like
the
a slam
rebound.
dunk
Their last
minus the
encounter was in
basketball.
Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
Just a fucking dunk.
Their last game against this squad, they won out thanks to some big contributions from the bench.
Yeah, a few of their reserves got some decent minutes that night, and they took the opportunity and ran with it. A lot of scoring coming off the pine in that win.
Here is Parker. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9 points a game. And he was fouled on the way up. Free throws now for him.
A relatively rare trip to the free throw line for Green, averaging just 1 attempt per game over the course of his career.
No good on the second free throw. He gets it up. And that one is...
Oh, no, I can't do this. That's it.
Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth.
That's okay. That's why I skipped it. Oh, nice. Well.
Spurs leading by 10. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Johnson is out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Horford in at the 5 spot. That's the Boston 5. Parker's gone 3 for 5 from the field. Outside Thomas. 6 on the shot clock. Top of the key. And he connects with the jumper. The Spurs shooting at 50% in a decent group. Parker left side.
Moves. Check out my moves.
Lots of room. And it's San Antonio with another.
And when Parker gets his legs under him from that mid-range area, he is incredibly accurate. No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Spurs.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup. And what a huge standout performance it was for Gasol. And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron. Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, as time became a factor, they became the aggressors. Big time finish to pull away.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
No, I'll just go.
Outside Thomas.
Pack the shit off. Yeah, pack up all 20. I'll just leave. Yeah, you might want to do it now.
Lets it go with the 3. Again, Thomas missing.
Oh, he's just fucking through it.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one.
Pack my shit.
Thanks very much, pal. Congrats on the win. How satisfied are you with the way you guys played?
We're satisfied just because we got another great win. And the way we've been playing.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Pau Gasol. He had no problem getting back into a shooting rhythm to start the second half, nailing all 4 of his first 4 field goals.
Well, when Pau Gasol decides to take the game over like he did tonight, he owns the low post.
And that is a wrap, everybody. Thanks for joining us this evening. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. See you again soon.
All right, see you guys.
All right, this one's around. Peace out. Woo.
Yeah.
All right, guys, like the video, click on the Jumbotron to subscribe. Want to see future from the basketball nets? Yeah, peace out. We know.
Yeah.